I'm Dr. J.M. Stevens. For more than 30 years, one framework has quietly shaped how we design games, how studios structure quests, balance rewards, and keep entire communities coming back. It began in text-based worlds that existed long before graphics, worlds with names like Lambda Mu, Daiku Mud, and LP Mud. Multi-user dungeons, or MUDs, where thousands of players typed commands to explore, fight, and build together. And it started with one researcher asking a deceptively simple question: why do people actually play? That researcher was Richard Bartle. He co-created the first MUD back in 1978, literally invented the genre. By the mid-90s, he was running his own game and wanted to understand what kept players logging in night after night. So he did something unusual. He gathered the most advanced players on his server and asked them to have a conversation. Not about strategy, not about mechanics, about motivation. What actually made the game fun? What emerged from that discussion became the foundation of player type theory. In 1996, Bartle published it in a paper called Hearts, Clubs, Diamonds, and Spades: Players Who Suit MUDs. What he discovered was this: players weren't all chasing the same thing. Now, I know these worlds. I spent time in Lambda Mu in the early 90s, one of the most influential social MUDs ever built. I watched players who came for completely different reasons, stayed for completely different experiences, and found value in completely different parts of that virtual space. And that's exactly what Bartle discovered. Players weren't all chasing the same thing. Some measured fun in progress bars, achievements, and level ups. Some wanted to wander, test boundaries, and uncover hidden systems. Others came for people, conversation, connection, community, and a few, they lived for competition, the art of besting another human being. From those patterns, Bartle defined 4 archetypes: achievers, explorers, socializers, and killers. His 1996 paper, Hearts, Clubs, Diamonds, and Spades: Players Who Suit MUDs, laid it all out. Let's break them down. Achievers measure progress. They're completionists, trophy hunters, goal setters. Give them a checklist and they'll fill it. Explorers play for discovery. They ask, what happens if I... They treat every word like a puzzle waiting to unfold. Socializers thrive on connection. They show up because people are there. Guildmates, rivals, friends. Killers pursue mastery through dominance. They test skill, strategy. Head-to-head, they want the rush of victory. Now here's the thing. Bartle's insight wasn't about labeling people, it was about balance. A great game gives each type room to breathe. Progress to chase, mysteries to uncover, friends to meet, challenges to overcome. That mix, that's what keeps virtual worlds alive. Tilt too far toward one type and the whole ecosystem collapses. A world with only achievers becomes a grind. Only killers, a war zone. Only socializers, a chat room. Only explorers, an empty museum. Over time, game studios learn to design with this lens. World of Warcraft, Destiny, Fortnite, they track how many of each type they attract. They adjust then, rewards, quests, events to keep every motivation in play. That's why Bartle's research still matters in 2025. It explains not just how we play, but why we stay. In the coming 4 weeks, I'm going to put together a 4-part series. We'll unpack each archetype in turn, how game design speaks to it, how educators can translate those same motivations into the classroom, and because whether you're chasing loot, conversation, discovery, or glory, you're still learning through play. And understanding what drives that play, that's the first step toward building better games and better ways to learn.